Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the A-Listers podcast. My name is Katherine, and I am here with my amazing co-host, Jahsleighe. This podcast where we review movies. This week is a very exciting movie that I think we're both really hyped to talk about. But before we get into it, Jahsleighe, how was your week? Do you have an Oscar of the week? Do you have a Razzie of the week? What's your Rotten Tomato score? Tell me everything.
Yeah, my week was really good. The Oscar of the week is I went to good old Columbus, Ohio to visit some college friends other than you. And it was very nice.
You have those? Okay. Rude.
Sorry. But no, it was very nice. It was good to, it was just good to like laugh and chat and have a good time. And everything, and I kind of like Columbus too. Like I think Columbus is a nice city.
Columbus is cute. I like Columbus.
Mm-hmm. So we went to Easton. I actually saw the movie that we're talking about with everyone. And so it was fun. My Razzie of the week, however, is on the flight back from Columbus. We were like we hadn't taken off yet. I think we had pulled back maybe. And so, I'm just like scrolling on TikTok, getting my last few minutes of like internet, and I hear snoring, and I hear very loud snoring. Oh, no. And I'm like, mind you, I have these on, so I purposely bought these Beats for when I'm on flights because they're kind of noise cancellation, like for my movies. And I was planning on reading for the flight, so I wasn't planning on like watching a movie. But I still keep these on to kind of block out some noise while I'm reading. And I hear snoring, and I look over. It's the guy right next to me. He's in a deep snore. It was very loud, and so instantly I was like, "We got to find some classical music to download, because if not, I won't be able to read my book." So I quickly downloaded some classical music before we take off, So, and then he like woke up. And he looked outside, and he was like, "We're still on the ground." And I'm like, you imagine how disappointed I feel, Yeah. So, but to be honest, like once I put my headphones in and started playing my classical music, it wasn't too loud. Like it could have been worse. But yeah, that before we took off, I was like, "Oh no."
Were you listening to Isn't it like the Nutcracker or Swan Lake that you really like?
I was like,
yeah. See, I know you. I knew that's what you were gonna download. Yeah.
Because at first I was like, "What should I download?" I was like, Swan Lake. Go. I was like, I know it's in my library. Go. So yeah. But yeah, I love Swan Lake. I was, to be honest, earlier I was reminiscing on when I went to go see Swan Lake by Atlanta. No, not Atlanta. American Ballet Theater. Very, very good time. Very good time.
Yeah. It always makes me think of you if it comes up on my, like, because I listen to classical while at work, too. And so sometimes if I hear it, I'm like, Jahsleighe.
So, yeah, other than that, I had a pretty good week. I would say my Rotten Tomato score was about a 93.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What's bringing it down is I just got to go clean my bathroom after this, so.
Oh. That's a bummer.
Yeah. Clean bathrooms.
It's kind of late in the evening to be doing that, but
Girl, but
more
like,
power to you.
But it's like one of those things where every time you take a shower, you're like, "This is disgusting."
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I understand that.
Yeah. What about you?
I also had a really good week. I'm gonna start off with my Razzie. So my Razzie was, I was supposed to be seeing, I did see Moulin Rouge this weekend, and I don't think I said this last pod, or maybe we talked about it. I don't remember. But Meg Thee Stallion was supposed to be in it, and that was why we had bought the tickets for it. And then she was not in it, and that was disappointing. And it was funny because they did send all of us emails about it, and we're like, "You can get your tickets refunded right now." Like ticket, like or whatever it is. Today Tix was like, "We don't want to have to deal with this. Like, you guys can have your money back if you want it." So that was a little disappointing. It was still really good though. The person who performed in her place was still really good, but that was just kind of a bummer because I was like, when is it ever going to happen again that Meg Thee Stallion's going to be you know, in a performance or something.
Yeah.
But then my Oscar for the week was that same night. My friend from my hometown, Keisha Phillips, was in town. She's a pro golfer, so everybody should go follow her golfing account. And we went to this jazz show, and it was like dinner and a show, and it was just really fun. I had never really listened to jazz like that.
Yeah.
But it was a good time. I was like, I think I'm maybe into jazz. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was like a Latin jazz orchestra, so there wasn't a lot of singing, which I think maybe the singing would have been really good. But so it was just, yeah, it was a good night. So a little ups, a little down. But my overall score for the week, probably a 90. It's good.
Nice.
Still an A.
Yeah. Still passed.
Exactly. Even though, were you part of one of those school systems where like, was like a 92 and a below was like not an A, or like there was like certain cutoffs, you know?
No. I did.
I forget where I was that I did that, but some of my classes did.
Yeah. For grad school though, like they had the like A+, A minus system for the first time. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, it's annoying. But okay, so what have you been watching this past week?
I was thinking about this leading up, and I'm sorry to disappoint you. Because I've been traveling, and because I've been preparing for my travel, you know, you got to get all your work done before you leave. I haven't been watching too much TV, but I have been watching TikToks. As I was telling you before.
Also, do you want to tell us the TikTok spiral?
I am on a Michael Jackson deep dive. I'm learning a lot, mostly about the years leading up to his death.
Okay.
Which I'm just gonna leave that there.
Sad.
But I also been
yeah.
No, yeah. But I've also been watching a lot of like Vogue content leading up to this film.
Yeah.
Specifically of podcasts with like the real life Emily. She was being interviewed by Chloe Mao, which is the now editor-in-chief of Vogue. And then also Chloe Mao also interviewed the real life Nigel. I can't think of his name, but the real life Nigel, and like and then also I think another one of Anna's former assistants. So been taking in a lot of like fashion content, which I find like really interesting. Like I don't know, it's been fun. So so I've been liking it. So that's what I've been. I haven't really been watching anything, but that's the content I've been consuming.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, taking that, because I have not watched anything this past week, genuinely.
Really?
Besides the first movie of The Devil Wears Prada, which is what we're covering today, Devil Wears Prada 2, and this one I haven't watched anything. But in movie news, so you were just talking about Michael, and in your spiral, and in your TikTok, downward spiral that you've been doing, discovered that there is going to be a second Michael movie. Because it had been kind of in the talks when we recorded for the first movie, and I think that I read that they were waiting to see how it like performed, if the first one like made money and stuff, and it performed well enough, and they're gonna make a sequel. So what do you think about that? Are you excited for a sequel, or?
Based on my deep dive, not really. I think there's a lot of, first of all, like I think a celebrity's death, especially that death so sudden, it's gonna be hard to do. And just, before this, I was reading how Kenny Ortega was like, he was very frail, like, and how Kenny Ortega reported it to like, I don't know, management or somebody that like, hey, like we need somebody to step in and like check on him. But then I'm also kind of thinking about Jafar, like, like the bad era, and like, remember the time, like that's still like a pretty good era, like, well, I'm not gonna say pretty good era, but like that's still like like very like, I don't know, compared to like his latter days or later days. I'm sure that's gonna be hard to play that, especially like if you're not an actor, and like the fact that he's actually his nephew and like he knows him. That's gonna be taxing, but I'm not in the light, so will I go see it? Probably. Will I be back on my dying road spiral? Yeah.
No, that's how I feel too. That's why I was kind of surprised that they announced a second one, just because there are a lot of sensitive topics. I mean, like he has children. That it's like, are they going to be involved in it? Lawsuits with his doctors, lawsuits with people accusing him of stuff, like him, like you said, his death and all of this stuff, and it just feels like a lot. I mean, the first one was heavy with stuff, but this is
gonna be
a lot of heavy stuff. And we kind of talked about this a little bit off the pod earlier, but I don't understand how they would end it and end it in a way that's not just like really sad, because where do you go from his death? Like, do you talk about his legacy? Like, are his kids involved in that? Like, I don't know. I just like don't understand the ending of what that would be.
Even if they do, like, how, like, I don't know if you've seen American Sniper, where it was like his funeral or whatever.
Yeah.
Even if they do that, that is the main part where I bawled in American Sniper. Like, it's just, it's gonna be sad. I mean, they could do like a joyous like funeral, or something. Oh, not a joyous funeral. I don't think that's a.
But like even that, I'm sure his family is able to have a lot of joy and love from remembering him. But there was so much controversy with his doctor, with everything that's like, it's not like his post-death was peaceful. There was all the stuff with his estate, the money, the doctor, everything that I'm like, is that even a time they want to be remembering and like dwelling on? And I don't know, this one just ended with such like a he's stepping out, he's becoming his own individual, he's going solo, like he's gotten out from his dad's grip, and it's like, I don't know.
Even my
I
mom
fear
was
for your
like,
mental health if we watch this next one and then it ends the way it's going to end.
As someone who has been on a deep dive for a week, but even my mom was like, she was like, I really like where they ended. She was like, I think that was a good like ending spot. And I was like, yeah, I agree. But we shall see. I mean, they did a good. I know you said you didn't really like the first one, but I think they did a good job for the first one. Yeah. But I also did hear that like Antoine Fuqua, the director, so they are kind of like, when I tell you I'm on a deep dive, I'm on a deep dive. So they're like, we want to start immediately. We want to start filming like right now, right? Okay. But Antoine Fuqua is apparently directing a film starring Denzel Washington. So they're like, he's kind of unavailable. So I don't know if they're trying to work with his schedule, or I don't know if they're going to get another director. So
yeah, interesting.
So stay tuned.
Yeah. I'll say stay tuned for our review in 2027, 2028.
Yeah, I mean, the way they're trying to push it, probably 2027. Jafar is probably in the dance studio right now, learning Remember the Time.
As long as Bubbles isn't in it, I'll go see it. That's all I care about.
Did you know? So I saw, when I tell you I'm on a deep dive, I saw a photo of Jafar and Bubbles, and they're like, Jafar went to go see Bubbles. And then it was Prince Jackson being like, yeah, AI is crazy. He was like, I saw that photo. I was like, when did Jafar go see Bubbles? And then he was like, wait, I looked at it. It was AI. And I was like, here I am thinking that Jafar went to go see Bubbles.
See, this is why you gotta suck for doom scroll.
Jafar, Prince was like, I just saw Jafar like a couple days ago. He was like, how did he do that? And then,
how did he get all the way to Bubbles and back?
Yeah, so.
Well. That's funny. Well, and this week's, what we're going to be focusing on is a sequel that's already been put out, and is a little bit happier than Michael 2 will be. I don't know
allegedly.
Yeah.
Well,
well, some death of fashion and stuff. But so this week we're covering Devil Wears Prada 2, which is super exciting. So Devil Wears Prada 2, quick synopsis. Thank you, Rotten Tomatoes. 20 years after making their iconic turns as Miranda, Emily, and Nigel, Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, Emily Blunt, and Stanley Tucci. Crazy they got all of them to return for this. I think that was the best part of this movie. But return to the fashionable streets of New York City and the offices of Runway magazine in The Devil Wears Prada 2, an eagerly awaited sequel by Catherine Rowe and Jahsleigh to the 2006 phenomenon that defined a generation. So crazy. It's been 20 years since the movie came out, and 20 years canonically also for these characters. The Rotten Tomato score is 78 and the popcorn meter is 87. And before we get into our overall thoughts of the movie, just take a quick look at the cast and crew. It's pretty much everyone from last time. The director, David Frankel, he did the first one. He's back. The writer, Aileen, I think, Brosh McKenna, also is back for this. She also did 27 Dresses. Jahsleighe, did you like that movie? Have you seen that one?
I did like 27 Dresses, yeah.
Yeah, she also wrote for that one. Isn't that funny? Also, We Bought a Zoo, which I've never seen, but apparently she wrote as well. Yeah. And then, I mean, okay, this is going to take me a second, because there's a lot. Anne Hathaway, of literally everything, Princess Diaries, Ella Enchanted, Les Mis, Meryl Streep, again, in everything, Mamma Mia, Emily Blunt, Stanley Tucci, and Simone Ashley are a lot of the main cast. And then there's a plethora of extra and additional people in here. Lucy Liu, Justin Theroux, Tracy Thomas is also back from the first one, which is exciting. Anne Hathaway's best friend in the first one was back. And then there's literally like every celebrity ever is cameoed in this movie.
You didn't mention my girl Simone Ashley.
I said Simone Ashley, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I did. We can rewind and I will show you where I said Simone Ashley of Sex Education, Bridgerton, the deleted scenes from F1 because she was supposed to be in that movie, but they took her out of F1. I'm still mad about that. I was really mad about that. But yeah, Lady Gaga, La Roche, Donatella Versace is in this. Literally, BJ Novak, Kenneth Branagh. Everyone is in this movie, Jahsleighe. Thoughts and feelings on all of the movie stars and cameos that I just mentioned?
I mean, loved how the cast came back. Really loved that. I know this is kind of popping in. Generally, I really like the movie. Really love that. And a little fun fact, Sydney Sweeney was also supposed to have a cameo, but they cut it because they feel like it didn't flow. But
oh, I'm sure they did. Yeah.
But as a combination of my thoughts on all the celebrities, love all the celebrities, love Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep. I really like Stanley Tucci, by the way. He's a favorite of mine. But one thing I generally enjoyed this movie, but the only kind of downside that I had with this movie was probably the number of cameos and then probably like the number of like kind of like sponsorships, kind of like at first like Andy was drinking some Diet Cokes. We're hitting spoiler territory. Andy was drinking Diet Cokes and I was like, oh wow, she likes Diet Cokes.
Spoiler, but okay.
Well, yeah. And then I looked up and they were like all
spoiler
of, like,
alert, Anne Hathaway drinks Diet Coke in this movie.
But then I looked and it's like Diet Coke was like a sponsor. And then at one point she was holding Starbucks and I was like, I can definitely tell that like Starbucks is a sponsor. So loved all the cameos. We had a cameo from Carl Anthony Towns, Go Cats. You know Carl Anthony Towns, don't you? Wow. He was a basketball player. He played at UK. Now he plays for the New York Knicks.
He was at the party, right?
Yes. So anyway, loved all the celebrities. Like, I mean, everyone, like, there wasn't a celebrity where I was like, why are they here? I even liked how they put some designers, like Marc Jacobs, he made a cameo. Donatella Versace, she made a cameo. So I loved all that. I just thought maybe it was a bit too much. A little bit.
Yeah. No, I put that in the podcast outline. I was like, which movie had more cameos? Like the Avengers movies where literally like every single superheroes in them, or this one. But I agree. I thought that the cast was amazing. I feel like this might have been one of those where maybe like I don't see them coming back unless all four of them come back. You know what I mean? Like I don't see Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway coming back if like those four people didn't come. Yeah. But I felt the same way. A lot of cameos. It was fun. I was like, everybody called their agent when they heard this movie was coming and was like, please get me into this movie. Like I need to be in this. I had some thoughts on the marketing as well, but I think we can save that. My thoughts I'll save for a little bit later. And Caleb Heron, I love him. He's a comedian. He was the assistant. But yeah, I thought it was really good. I thought it got a little too many people at some point. Like I was like, we could cut out some of these people and give Simone Ashley some more lines. To be honest, you know.
Yeah.
So it's good. But all right, so what did you think about? I guess first, what did you think about the original Devil Wears Prada? What's your like relationship with that movie? Had you seen it before this one? Is it a classic to you? Okay, I know. And then what did you think about this one?
I have seen it before. I don't have it on DVD, but I have seen it before. Yeah.
You don't care
I
about
really
fashion?
liked it. Yeah, I think I really liked it. I think okay, you want to know the real answer? Let's get real. This is a little
Okay.
I remember when it first came out, and I saw the
podcast After Hours. Yeah.
When did it first come out? 2006, or I was 8.
2006.
And I remember seeing the poster, and it had the little devil on it. And mind you, like, I didn't see like Harry Potter or anything, and so I was like, oh, I'm not gonna watch that, you know, because it has a devil on it. But my mom, she said that she watched it. She was like, it was really good. She's like, I really enjoyed it. And so then I felt okay to watch it. And so I don't know when it was like the first time that I actually watched it, but after my mom was like saying like, oh, I watched it, and she like learned, you know, about it, that's when I decided to watch it. And instantly a fan of it. Sorry, I feel like I'm oversharing this episode, but
No,
it's one of my favorites. I don't know if you remember this. I have a Substack, y'all. Check out my Substack. But when I moved from New York, I did 10 movies from like my time of New York, and Devil Wears Prada was one of those 10 movies. So it's definitely like, I don't think it will ever make it to my Letterboxd top 4, but it's definitely one that's like near and dear to my heart that I really love, and that it didn't make me like want to seek a job at Vogue or in fashion, but like but yeah,
I would be concerned if your takeaway from the first movie was like, I'm in fashion.
Well, like I said, I've been listening to a lot of like the podcasts and stuff, and they said that they had like an increase of like girls wanting to work in fashion after this movie.
Dang.
Yeah, so they created like this Vogue quiz, and they were like, if you can pass this, like, we actually know that you read Vogue. Because like the real life Nigel was like, we quickly saw that like these girls that were coming in and being like, oh, like I want to work for Vogue, like they didn't actually read Vogue. So but what about you? What's your history with the movie?
Yeah, I mean, pretty similar. I don't remember the first time that I saw it, but definitely was just when I was younger and really liked it. And it's just, I don't know, it's a movie of an era. Like, it feels like such like it's not a rom-com, but it is of the like, it's in New York and she wants to be a journalist, which is like what every girl in the early 2000s wanted to be in New York. And it's just so good. And it's crazy because, you know, going back, it's like these people are still so famous. Like, sometimes you go back and watch movies from 20 years ago and you're like, oh, I haven't really seen them. But, like, it's like, this is Meryl Streep. This is Anne Hathaway. Like, this is Stanley Tucci, Emily Blunt. Like,
they're still in their bag.
Yeah. And
but even, like,
they still look good, too.
Yeah. Even, like, you had Giselle Bunchkin. Like, she was also, like, working at Vogue. And, like, there's other, like, little cameos in there. You're like, who is this? So, to be honest, I love watching this movie as an adult because, like, I get to spot, like, the different places of New York. Like, for instance, The Office was, like, right or was close to where I actually worked. Okay, also, once again, Jahsleigh's sharing again. My last day going into my New York office for work, they were filming, and I went to go to dinner with some of my work friends because it was like my last hurrah before I moved. And I remember seeing the trailers, and I was like, oh, like, I was getting a little emotional because they were filming. But I was like, oh, gee. So yeah, but but I really like it.
It was definitely fun to be living in New York now that the second one came out. Because same, like, I was like, wait, I recognize, like, these spots. And I recognize, like, where they're walking out of and where they're around and stuff. Did you have a favorite, like, quote or, like, iconic, like, something from the first movie? Like, what's... Because I feel like there's a lot of, like, memes or, like, quotes that have lasted from that movie.
Yeah. I like the whole, like, the ceruleum.
Oh, yeah, like, the blue, yeah.
Yeah, but when Meryl Streep is giving, like, a lecture, it's like, because I feel like Me, because, living in New York, I kind of feel like Andy Sachs. Like, I came in, but then I came in with a new knowledge of fashion a little bit. And now I'm just like, it's not just a shirt.
Yeah.
Like, now I have to go. It's like, it's not just a pair of jeans, the way that they sit, like, and everything. So I really like that moment. I think that was a good one. Honestly, not a favorite quote, but one thing that I always want to try is that grilled cheese that, what was her boyfriend named Nate made for her?
Nate. Yeah. It's the only good thing he did in the movie, but it did look really good.
Yeah. So I would say that's my favorite, and that's all. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, that's all. I like a lot of the stuff that Emily says. I know she's like a kind of a mean person. Like when she's like, there's some like ugly, hideous sweater convention like you have to go to. Yeah. That one always makes me laugh. Or the one where she's like I'm hearing this and I need to hear this. I think that one a lot when someone's talking too much to me, and I'm like a coworker. If I'm like, all right, we gotta stop talking a little bit.
So I listened to the podcast, like I said. It was a real life Emily. And the girl who wrote the book was a real life, like Andy. Like, she graduated from Cornell. In the book, I didn't know there was a book.
I've never read it, but yeah.
Yeah. But in the book, the girl graduates from Brown, and in the movie, Anne Hathaway graduates from Northwestern. But that's not here or there. I'm just giving you guys facts. Well, but the girl, the assistant was like, "Oh yeah, I knew I was Emily because like the stuff that she said, like she actually said it. I'm specifically being like 100 girls were like kill to have this job. This. Yeah, and then also so apparently like when the galley or like the unpublished version of the book came out, Anna like called her into her office, and she was like, I think the author's name's like Laura. She was like, who's Laura? And she was like, oh, like she was like your second assistant, but she only was here for like 8 months. And she was like, oh, well, she wrote a book. And she was like, and you're meaner than me in this book. And the girl was like, yeah, I was tough on her because she was like, because like Anna wants things certain like specific, and she was like, and she was just there to like write a book, and like she was like, as you can see, that's what she was just doing.
Yeah, no, she was definitely mean, but sometimes I was like, you're gonna cost Emily her job if you don't. Let's start writing some things down, Andy. Like, let's get on this.
Let's get it together.
But okay, so we both like the first one a lot. So what was your thoughts, like overall thoughts on this sequel?
Yeah, overall thoughts. I really liked it. I think I like the direction they went to. I feel like it's very relevant to today and like fashion.
Yeah.
So I kind of liked it. Like, it was new, it was innovative, some present day topics that are like very relevant. I did find Andy a little annoying in some parts of this one. But I also feel like I found Andy annoying in the first one, so like it matched. Yeah. And like as a rom-com lover, the first one wasn't really a rom-com. This one's not really a rom-com. I liked it. I thought it was good. Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, I liked it a lot too. I don't always love sequels, or I guess I don't always think that they're necessary. Like sometimes it's like a fun movie, but you're kind of like, that didn't really add anything to it at all. I thought this movie did a pretty good job. There was like a couple of emotional scenes and I was like, I like that. Like I liked where Nigel's arc went, and I like just like some of the next steps, and like like even Emily, and like I liked Emily and Anne Hathaway's like relationship evolving and like them actually being friends and stuff. I thought I liked the four core that came back. I thought were the best part. Like I thought I was like, they're just so good at this. Like Meryl Streep just like is so good in this role that it was really good. I liked a lot of the scenes between like where it'd be like Nigel and Andy, or like, you know, Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway. Like I thought all of those scenes were really good. Kind of like you mentioned, a lot of like relevant stuff, the like, you know, digital versus print media, and like we're all just obsessed with digital media, and like are people even reading stuff? That felt like very relevant. Yeah. And I'm like, my friend Jahsleigh gets magazines, so I know that she is, you know, she's not doing it.
I'm trying to keep it alive. But she also goes on deep dives on TikTok though. Like
it's all about balance. It's about balance, okay? But no, I thought it was good. There was like some extra stuff. I didn't really like the Andy romance plot line. I don't know why, but it didn't really work for me. Like, that was where I was kind of like, I wish someone actually could have had more lines, and maybe we didn't need this, like, random like, I was not against Andy having a new boyfriend, but I was just kind of like, why do I care about this man? He renovates homes. Okay, what do I care about him? He's Australian. All right. So, like, some of that stuff I was kind of like, oh, they could have cut this and maybe given a little bit more, but I was smiling the whole time watching this movie. It was making me laugh. I thought it was really funny. Yeah.
Apparently, so you know how they cut Sydney Sweeney's cameo? They also cut...
Yeah, Andy personal request by me.
Andy had a roommate, and it was actually the guy from How to Get Away with Murder. Give his name.
Which one? One of the main people, or?
He was like the boyfriend of the guy.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, sad. I like that actor. He would have been good.
So he got cut too. They're like, because when they tested the film, they were like, this seems kind of irrelevant for like Andy to have a boyfriend. They were like, I mean, not a boyfriend, a roommate. They were like, why is he here? Like.
Well, all I'm saying is someone sitting next to me in the theater was like, she has a really nice apartment for a journalist, and so.
Yeah, I think that's what they were trying to explain. That like she's still like on the come up, or she's a journalist and still needs a roommate.
But her best friend from the first movie, I mean, her name's Tracy Thomas, but I can't remember what her character's name is. She had a nice apartment.
Look, I patted
what gallery was she running?
Look, I was like, your girl is cultured, because I was like, is that Amy Sherald on her wall? Like the artist?
You knew the art?
Okay. Cultured.
Okay.
Cultured.
Wow.
Why am I not at the Met Gala right now? Honest.
Well, they don't. You have to live in New York, maybe. So.
Okay. But yeah, I was like, Amy Sherald on the wall. So yeah, she had a very nice part, but she was doing good for herself, which I'm like proud of. Yeah.
Well, because at first I thought that was Andy's apartment, and I was like, "Y'all, you're not telling me this girl works for a magazine and she owns this." But I was like, when they cut to hers, it was a little bit smaller. I was like, okay.
But it seemed like she was doing pretty good, like, as a journalist, because she was getting that award before she got fired.
Yeah, but, like, New York's expensive, you know?
Yeah, New York is expensive.
But, I mean, kind of going back to what you mentioned, though, it was interesting that the movie kind of, like, not a Get Out analysis, but kind of, like, what they were talking about was, like, the death of print media and how it transitions over to digital, and do people even care about magazines, and how we all are just here for, like, the advertisements and stuff. And then the movie had a Coke placement every couple of scenes, or a Starbucks every couple of scenes, which I will say I do think is true to the original, because in the original one there's a Starbucks cup and everything. Like, they are never not holding a Starbucks latte. But it was funny to see, like, them be like doing what
and even so I don't know, like, when the assistant, when she recorded the conversation and it was on her phone, even Samsung was a sponsor, and I was like, Brutus.
Well, listen, can you imagine the salaries of the cast? Like, that's what they were paying for. Is like, they had Meryl Streep, they had every person coming up in here, so I feel like they had to get a little extra.
But I did think the plot was very funny, especially, I mean, we all know they were talking about Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez. I mean, Lauren Sanchez, with Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez, they are like basically they're the biggest donors of the Met Gala this year, so. Yeah.
Timely release for this movie, so.
But I did find Emily Blunt's character very, very funny.
Oh, I loved her. She might have been my favorite, to be honest.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good one. So.
I was kind of baffled by Justin Theroux playing a Jeff Bezos. Like, I was like, every scene that he was in, I was just like, what's happening with this character?
Okay, wait, this was the first time me seeing Justin Theroux.
He is formerly married to Jennifer Aniston, I believe.
No, not Jennifer Aniston. No. Jennifer Aniston, she married.
Jennifer Aniston of The Friends.
No, she was not married to that man.
Yes, she was.
Was this before,
no, after.
Who am I talking about?
This is like a recent husband. Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is after that. She's been married a couple times.
Who is this man? Justin Theroux?
They were married for a couple years, yeah. He does look different in real life. He looks more handsome in real life. You trying to doubt?
What was he
I know who
in?
Jennifer Aniston has been married to.
Beetlejuice, American Psycho, Charlie's Angels. Who was he in Charlie's Angels?
Not one of the angels. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh wow. How did
He's
they
in
meet?
Beetlejuice.
Interesting.
I don't know, but they weren't married for very long, so.
And like you said, this was recent, from 2015 to 2018.
Mm-hmm.
He's 5'9". Oh.
Hmm. Short
5'9" person. 5'9" person's like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
I'm 5'9", so. But okay.
I just like I got like what you're saying, like what he was doing, but just sometimes when he was on the scene, I was like, what's happening here?
Yeah.
But him and Emily Blunt, that was very funny.
Like Lucy Liu. Lucy Liu, she was like, I'm coming in here, I'm gonna save the magazine, I'm gonna go back. Like,
Yeah.
Let me do my interview and go back.
I felt like Lucy Liu and Justin Theroux were just like plot devices, honestly, in the movie. Like they literally showed up to like be like, we're gonna buy this and then we're leaving, and I was like, and they just probably got paid a couple $1 million to do that. So.
Mm-hmm. Good for them. I do. Now that I think about it, though, I liked how also Emily Blunt was like the only thing that's making money in fashion right now is like luxury retail. And I do like how they didn't really go like an influencer route. Like they didn't really have like an influencer storyline in there, which I kind of appreciate. I'm like, okay, this is good.
Such a good point. They definitely could have had them trying to get like Meryl into a TikTok, and I feel like that would have been a little annoying.
Girl.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I thought that was a good. I think the writers did a good job. Yeah, like of just like you said, like a present day print and like versus digital, and how like Meryl even had like, you can tell that like she didn't really want to grapple the fact, but like she was like, and how many likes, like how much engagement did your article get? Like now we just have to like, didn't they say like we have to make sure that we're doing posts for like people to look at on the Twitter?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
targeted.
Yeah, it was very true too.
Yeah. The movie had more plot than I was anticipating. Like, I feel like sometimes with sequels, there's not always a plot. But I was like, okay, they're actually trying to say something with this movie. And
yeah, and I appreciate
it. Good job.
And if anyone's on the fence of actually getting a Vogue subscription, I think they're like $12 for a year now. And I think it's so, like, I had a vision board party, and one of my friends, she came over, and I had some Vogues that, like, we can cut up. And she was like, I saw this on Instagram. She was like, but it hits differently in print.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm trying to tell you. It hits differently in them glossy pages, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, everybody go subscribe to Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, Essence, all the things. Go subscribe to print.
Yeah. No, I've been trying to do that too. I mean, I probably won't subscribe to Vogue, but I've been trying to switch some of my like digital, like, because when it just comes in my email, I don't really read it. I don't care about it. But if it comes in the mail, I'm like, let me sit down and read this. So
yeah, with a cup of tea.
Okay, so the whole movie is about fashion, and you love fashion, and New York City loves fashion. It's such a true thing about, that was not something that surprised me about this city, but it's very true about the city. Like, people really love the way they dress and present themselves. And did you have a favorite outfit from this movie, or something that you would steal from one of these characters?
Oh, let me tell you, I with Kiara, I said, this movie makes me want to go shopping.
Literally same.
There were so many looks. Honestly, the tassel jacket that Meryl Streep had, love that look. All of the blazers, love that look.
Oh, every blazer, yeah.
The dress that Andy wore to the Hamptons, could have been without that.
I didn't
look.
love
that look, but
no, they built it up, and then I was like, what?
I said, when's she gonna change?
That's what I said too. I said, where's the dress at? She looked like she was selling trinkets at a farmer's market. I was like, she's supposed to do your psychic reading. Like,
I know I listen to like fashion podcasts and stuff. Somebody's probably like, that is a certain dress. I'm like, I don't know what dress that is. She could have went with a Ralph Lauren button down and some linen pants or something.
It was a certainly ugly dress is what it was. So
I'm like, oh, that's the dress. But yeah, all of the office looks, loved the all of the Paris looks. I think if I had to though pick a character where their looks were like snap, 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 it had to be Meryl Streep. All of her looks were chef's kiss. They were so beautiful.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite?
Yeah, some of Andy's suits, one of them was like, I think it was like blue. I don't know. Maybe it was the one that she wore when she first came in there, but I was like, this makes me want to go put a suit on right now and go to work. It looks so nice. I also did really like Simone Ashley's outfits. Like, I was like, the costume designer liked Simone Ashley because she looked good. I liked her first one where it was like the gray one with the tie. But then, yeah, all the Paris stuff looked really, really good too.
Yeah.
So,
are you a fashion girly? Would you call yourself a fashion girly?
I think probably more since moving to New York. I mean, I like to present myself a certain way, and like I like to like feel. I think like if you feel confident in how you're looking, then you know you feel confident for the rest of your day. So I'm not starting trends out here, but I like to. like I'm not doing anything crazy, but I like to like fit in my style and stuff. I like to care about myself when I go out. I'm not just gonna like throw on whatever and then go out there. I do think living in New York definitely like makes you want to like not dress like, I wouldn't even say like dress like more expensive or like more, but I just feel like it makes you want to like find your own personal style and make that your niche and go through, which I really like because everybody dresses like to represent themselves.
Yeah, because even like you find out like when people are, like are stylish in New York, that it's not necessarily priced, which sometimes it is. You know, the row theory, it's very like sometimes it gives the Gap, sometimes it gives H&M, but it's like a $500 coat or $1,000 coat or $2,000 coat. But oftentimes they like thrifted it, or they're like, this is a Hanes t-shirt and like some jeans.
Or they tailored it, like they made it, like they went and got it, and that is what I love, because everybody just fits their own style and it looks cool, and everybody, because I think sometimes you see with the TikTokification of everything of like people dressing the same, and New York is very like, people don't do that, people dress the way they want to dress, and it's very cool. But yeah, sometimes you see a shoe that you like and then you look it up later and you're like, $1,000, okay. That's a rough one. That did happen to me the other week at work.
It's like, we're not going to be like, all people in New York are like thrifting or like, nope, there's money in New York. There's money in New York.
Yeah. But I do think that people sometimes will spend money wisely. Like they'll be like, this is a pair of shoes that I got that was $1,000, but I wear it and I do it all the time and I love it and it's lasted me well. And I do value that. I do value investing your money into your clothing. Yeah.
I find like, so I realized that I listen to quite a few like fashion podcasts. Like if it's not my Christmas podcast, it's either these fashion podcasts or like I listen to a lot of Christian podcasts too. But I find that like people like they have like investment pieces, like you said, like they like want this pair of shoe or this loafer because like they have so many ideas in their head of like how they can wear it, and they just know that it will like fit their style, rather than like it's on sale, like let me go buy it, like, you know.
I agree. Yeah, that's definitely, New York has definitely changed my mind about that kind of stuff, of the like your couple of your core pieces that you're investing money in. So did I tell you about my loafer story recently?
No.
Permission to overshare on the podcast.
I mean,
well, I got loafers recently and I really loved them, but they're too small for me. When I first put them on, I was like, you know what, everybody says they're a little painful at first, you gotta like wear them, and they're definitely too small.
Who are they from?
Vagabond, maybe. Yeah, I like how they look. Like I thought they were really cute. I was wearing them to work a couple of times, but I'm gonna have to throw them up on Poshmark or something. So
what's that?
Somebody buy them for me. Like an 8.5.
Oh.
Well, it's tough because sometimes I'm an 8, sometimes an 8.5. But then loafers like are like, when I first tried them on, I didn't think they were too tight, because like people always say that they are, like, I don't know, like you have to break the leather in a little bit. But I got to the end of the day, the second day wearing them, and I was like, I was almost crying. It hurt my feet so badly. So I was like, we gotta sell these. So Anybody in New York who's listening wants to buy a size A loafers, gently used, barely worn.
What color? You gotta plug your
medium.
loafers.
Oh, they're black. They're black.
Are they platform?
Yeah. No, not really. I didn't really love a lot of the platforms. There's not a lot on it either, because that was something. What?
I hear you like describe these loafers.
I
hope you get a buyer. I hope somebody DMs you. Like, wait, no, I want those loafers.
Like, there's not. I was looking at some of the ones that have like some, not like jewelry, but I guess like stuff on the top. I don't like that too much. It's just like a simple black loafer. They're pretty basic, but they looked really good with my work clothes, and I was very excited for them. So,
nice.
Someone slide into my DMs and buy them from me. But. What? And then one other question I wanted to ask you, kind of about this movie, but really just specifically about Anne Hathaway. Do you think Anne Hathaway is like officially like a movie star? And by like what I mean by that is like a movie star is like, you know, they can base a whole movie around her and like people will come to the movie just for Anne Hathaway. Because whenever I was looking up like the movies that she's done for this, I was like, Anne Hathaway has done a lot of different types of movies and she's been pretty consistently famous for like 25 years.
Yeah.
You know, and she's done rom-coms, she's done movies like this, like she's done superhero movies, she's done Christopher Nolan sci-fi movies, she was just in like a more indie artsy movie like last month. So, because I mean, obviously like Meryl Streep is a movie star, like she's genuinely like, you know, one of the best.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I feel like Anne Hathaway is also one of the like biggest stars of our generation. She's done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think so. I think if Anne Hathaway went on Broadway, it'll kind of be like how Denzel Washington was. Like those tickets will be like $1,000, you know. So I definitely think that she's a pretty big movie star.
That's a fun way to think about it. I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you. That just changed my life a little bit. But I was just like, I mean,
you're thinking about like how much would her Broadway tickets be? Like if Michael B. Jordan was on Broadway, I feel like his tickets would be kind of expensive too. Yeah.
Wow.
Who would have some rather cheap tickets?
Oh. A lot of people. And who from this movie would have rather cheap tickets?
We don't have to.
Justin Theroux.
BJ
Novak, because what was he doing?
I would go see the play. I'm like, oh, I won this lottery for this show, and I'm like, Justin Theroux, do you know him?
You'd pass him on the street and be like, who is that man?
Oh boy. But no, I definitely say Anne Hathaway is a pretty big movie star.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like at one point too, like she kind of went away and then she came back.
Yeah.
So.
That's true. Yeah, she's kind of been having a research. I mean, she's in the Odyssey later this year as well. So her and Zendaya.
She's in a lot of movies.
Year.
Yeah, she's in. If you give me a second, I can find it. She's in Mother Mary, which I didn't see. Variety, which is the Colleen Hoover movie.
Verity? Yeah.
Verity, yeah. Which is the Colleen Hoover one, which Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
It better be good.
Well, listen, Anne Hathaway was also in that movie a year or two ago that was like Harry Styles, like about like fan fiction about Harry Styles. Remember that?
Where she's the mom? No, that was like what?
Girl, yes, that's what that movie is based off of, and that's what she was in. So sometimes it is like, Anne Hathaway, what are we doing? You were in Les Mis. You were in Interstellar. Like, what is...
She likes to work.
She's like Nicole Kidman. She will be in everything.
The Odyssey and then The End of Oak Street. I'm not too familiar with The End of Oak Street. Is that a horror? I
think we should see it.
It's
giving we should see it.
I'm saying dinosaur adventure.
It's a dinosaur adventure. This is like when you're on Spotify and they give you a random genre and you're like, okay, that's fake, whatever. Just tell me it's pop or not. Okay, did you have a favorite character, least favorite character?
My favorite character was probably the Anne Hathaway's assistant. I liked her.
She was funny.
Yeah, I like how she was like, well, the first thing she was like, well, everybody here wanted to drop like that actually was like doing clothes, and she was like, and so I just took it. And also
No, that was funny.
her recording the consultants was funny as
Yeah.
well. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I liked her. And then I know my favorite relationship is Stanley Tucci and Anne Hathaway's. I think that was very cute.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. As far as least favorite character though, probably the Justin Theroux.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was my least favorite. Or maybe
Yeah.
no, I think no, I take that back. What is it? BJ Novak?
BJ Novak, yeah.
Yeah.
From The Office.
Nothing against him personally, but like just his whole character, like as soon as his dad dies, he's just trying to sell stuff.
Yeah.
It's like it just well he I'm not gonna say the first part, but he's just like he's bringing in people and trying to sell things, which which I didn't like. It's like
Yeah,
I
the only part
understand.
about his character I liked was the like that he wore athleisure at all times and he runs a fashion company. Like that was a funny bit.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry,
I
go
feel like
ahead.
it was kind of like Condé Nast. So like
Yeah,
more than
I agree.
so yeah, I just like after I understand like you have to like run a company, but like he was with him with his dad like step by step, and then
Yeah.
you know, after he passed, like he was just trying to sell up some stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
at least try. But
Yeah.
yeah. What about you?
My favorite character was probably Emily Blunt's character because, like I said, I really liked her lines in the first one, and I didn't really think that it would be like as iconic or quotable, but I thought that she was just really, like when she was like, "May the bridges I burned light my path," or like stuff like that. That just like got me. Or she's like, "You can't hide a feeling." So she was definitely my favorite. I thought she did a great job. And my least favorite character was probably I mean, it could have been Justin Theroux's character, but honestly, Anne Hathaway's boyfriend, because I was just like, why are you here? No hate on him. He was a handsome man.
But he waited for her. Like when she went
I
off
don't
to
care.
Paris, Milan just ignoring him.
The level of I don't care is strong. No hate. The opposite of love is indifference, and that is how I felt towards that man.
I don't think you're alone. It was just kind of like, I mean, I'm a rom-com lover, but I wasn't like, oh, this is sweet.
Yeah.
You know?
Just felt like they like added it in there, and I was like, I need it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They mentioned that
Okay,
she wasn't
so-
married, and so, anyway.
Yeah, I was like, just let her be. Let her live her life. She's busy. I was like, this girl's writing an article at night. She does not have time to go on a date, first of all. Okay, but what was your Letterboxd ranking, and then where are you going to rank it on our list?
So I gave it a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And where am I going to rank it? On Letterboxd. On the box, that's a letter. Okay,
Don't
so
ask her to write your articles.
let's see. It's, to be honest, wait, hold on. I think I'm gonna put it. So I also have like a personal thing going on. I'm trying to see. Do I put it above or below Michael? Oh, whoa! I put Michael pretty high. Explains my deep dive. I think I'm gonna put it right below the drama, but like,
Jahsleighe, I was literally going to guess that.
wow.
So excited. I play that game every week, and every week I'm like, I think this is where it's going to go.
So
And-
below the drama, but above Little Women.
Which, for the record, is 8 on your list, right?
Yes, correct. Ding,
Well,
ding,
I have
ding,
some
ding, ding.
exciting news because I also rated it 4 on Letterboxd.
Oh wow!
And I am also going to rank it in 8th place above Marty Supreme, but
wow.
below Wake Up Dead Man and Knives Out Mystery.
Look at that.
So we're like
twinning.
spiritually aligned this week. Like, hello.
Twinning.
Ah!
Twinsies.
I had a good time. I was laughing.
was.
The nostalgia got me. I still prefer the first one personally, but this one was a good entry. So
I feel like I still prefer the first one because It's like the nostalgia stare.
Yeah.
And I feel like this one is like too like it's like I'm trying to keep the print industry alive. Like I can only subscribe to so many magazines, guys.
It's like, girl, I'm already trying. I'm doing it, Andy. Like, I'm reading your articles, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was good. One comment that I saw was like, this one was kind of like millennials just taking a job for the money rather than.
Just reflected the job industry.
Yeah, like you gotta, because you want your lifestyle. Like you gotta do what you gotta do. Whether that's the first one was like your job was like your identity. And it's like I really want to be a journalist and whatever. And like this one's like, what we gotta do to get a check, you know?
We gotta pay our rent. Like New York rent's going up.
It's going up.
But all right, that was the Devil Wears Prada 2. Thanks everyone to listening. If you want to hear more of us, or if you liked what we talked about so far, go like, follow, subscribe, listen, comment, rate us. We're on Instagram and TikTok at A-listers_pod. You can also listen to us or watch us on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Shout out to our YouTube fans. We love y'all. And then you guys can also you can also email us moviesandYap@gmail.com if we missed any of the cameos, which I'm sure we did because there was a cameo a minute in this movie. But yeah, thanks everyone for listening, and we'll see y'all next week. Bye.